She gets so physical. Looks like an animal.
How much fun is that? Are you guys ready to rock? Woo! Viva Las Vegas, right?
We couldn't be more fired up. It was 0 degrees in Bismarck, North Dakota when we left. 50 degrees when we landed here, so praise God for the weather, right? Here we are in Las Vegas, where a lot of people come to gamble, right? But it's interesting because you didn't come here to gamble, did you? You came here to win, right? It's a picture of our family up on screen somewhere, I think, and we left them behind. So we didn't come to gamble with our time or with our money. We came to win. And this weekend is really all about, kind of fully experiencing an event, a life-changing event. I see all of you, and it reminds me of an event just recently with Monavie, where our team left so excited that 98 people in our downline reached gold level and won a free cruise with Monavie, right? Yeah. So, I mean, that's... So, now Monavie doesn't have a cruise when you reach gold. They have a Jeep when you reach bronze.
Bingo! Hello! Did you guys get that? A Jeep when you reach bronze, you get it because you just have to maintain that bronze rank to get the Jeep. You guys know that, right? Yeah. If you don't know it, you'll know it by the end of the weekend. That's right.
So we want to wake up and be awesome. We want you to fully experience this. You know, it's amazing after an event like this. There was an event for our youth group in Bismarck recently, and some of the kids came away from the group and they said, life-changing, so much depth, never experienced anything like that in my life, and their lives are different. And other kids said, it was pretty cool, we got to hang out and have a little bit of fun, right? So it's really up to you. It's your responsibility. You've invested in yourself, and we want you to fully experience this and maximize your investment by being awake and listening to all the great speakers that are here this weekend.
And I love it that you didn't come here to gamble. You came here to win because winners are sitting in this room, right? Winners are standing in this room. Stand up if you're a winner. Stand up.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that.
So the few principles we're going to talk about that really have helped us, and we know that they're going to help you as well. It's also going to help us share a little bit about our family and our 3 sons. We're going to talk to you about belief, enthusiasm, and commitment. We're going to share a little bit about how those principles have helped us and how we know that they're going to help and impact your businesses.
All right, I'm going to tell you a quick story. About a week ago, we went cross-country skiing for the first time. My 2 little boys, Rocco and Truett, and they were in the back seat, and we were driving to the ski course, and I said, are you guys nervous? Are you worried? Because I remembered we had taken our oldest son, Bo, skiing when he was 6, and like halfway through it, he was laying on the trail crying, and we were like dragging him, and you know, have you gone cross-country skiing? It's like hard work anyway, and then when you're dragging like 70 pounds, it's really hard. Anyway, and so we were driving, and I said, what do you guys think is going to happen? How do you think this is going to look? And Rocco, my 5-year-old, said, Mom, this is easy, because we were in Big Sky, Montana, don't you remember? Well, Big Sky, Montana is a little different than cross-country skiing, right, because it's downhill. But in his mind, he had made up that it was going to be easy. And I'm going to show you a quick little clip of Rocco. And he has been skiing now a 4K, which is kind of long when you're 5 years old and you have little short legs. And he said at one point, he said, Mom, he didn't fall down once, you guys. He said, Mom, I love skiing. And he said, and I'm going to be in the Olympics for it. And I thought, are you kidding me? I'm like, this is awesome. But what the whole reason I'm telling the story is because his belief going into it was that he was going to do it and he was going to rock it. Right? So we're going to talk about your belief in a second, but watch this quick clip of Rocco. Isn't he cute? Oh, maybe you can't hear it.
You can't see it either. It's just on the screen.
No!
It's okay. So there's
You can play it?
And then we're going to be in cross-country skiing.
In the Olympics. Okay, go.
5 años.
He said, I'm going to be in the Olympics. I'm going to be a cross-country skier with the Monavie hat on. Did you see that? And so the point is with your beliefs, all of us come in here with some kind of beliefs, right? All of you have a belief like, I can do this business, I can't do this business, I don't have time to do this business. This is easy, this is hard. I want you right now to think of 3 beliefs that are not contributing to your success. 3 beliefs. Maybe you're thinking, my upline doesn't help me. I don't have extra hours in the week to have a tasting party. I hate making cold contacts or calling people. Think of 3 beliefs right now that are not adding to your success. Can you guys think of them? Has everyone got them? Can you holler one out? What's one that you have? Making contacts. Follow through. Anyone else? No time. You guys better get engaged. Like the thing says, wake up and be awesome. You better get engaged here, guys, because this is for real. You're going to have so much fun if you're engaged. So whatever your belief is that negative, I want everyone to stand up. Stand up with your belief, that negative belief. Now, just hold on to it for 1 second. I don't want you to hold on to it very long because we're about to have some fun. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you're going to pull that belief out of you because that belief because someone told you something that was probably a lie. Maybe someone negated you. Maybe you were told something when you were a little kid. Maybe you were afraid of selling cards door to door when you were a kid. Someone said no to you. Now you think everyone's going to say no to me, right? Whatever that negative belief is, I want you to take it, pull it out of you. Pull it out. Come on. Pull it out. I want you to throw it in the ground. And I want you to stop it. Stop it hard. Like you don't want it to come back. Right? Sit back down.
So we really have no room for limited beliefs, right? This weekend is about advancing in our lives, and winning in our lives. So who wants to advance and win with your finances? Who wants financial freedom? Who wants to win with your health? Who wants to win and advance with more time to spend with people that are important to you? Right? And so there's no room here for limited beliefs.
Because whatever you just ripped out is going to be planted with a real, true belief that's going to help you have the victory that you want in this business and in your life and in your family. You guys know that? You can't just push in the new stuff with the old stuff still sitting there. You got to get rid of that garbage that's not contributing to your success. Every one of us has it with our marriages. Are you guys seeing? Okay, so now we're moving on. Okay, so the beliefs, I want you to think you just made room for all the stuff that's the real deal that's going to help you get the time. How many of you want time freedom? Raise your hand. I'm telling you what, we haven't had to put our kids in a minute of daycare, and that is priceless. That is priceless, you guys. And so I just think about that one thing. That was the reason we started Monavie, and I just really believe that that was the reason we got in, and we achieved that because we believed we could achieve that with this opportunity by showing up at an event just like this. Someone said that, and I thought, you know what? If that chick can do it, I can do it. If that Holly Roush can do it, I'm doing it. So there, Holly.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is enthusiasm. So let me ask you, have you ever said this to yourself? I wish I had more people in my downline that were excited. I wish I had more people who are passionate. Has anyone ever thought that or said that? I wish my downline had more passion, more excitement. The best way for your downline to become excited or for them to become enthusiastic is for what to happen? For you to be, right? There's a law of harvest. You sow seeds and then you reap the harvest, right? You reap after you sow. And so if you want people to be excited about the business, the best thing you can do is be enthusiastic. You've heard the saying that enthusiasm is contagious, right? Our people come to our tasting parties. We've been in Monavie for 7 years, and I can tell you what, we're open for business. We've had a tasting party every week for 7 years, if not 1, 2 in our home. We are fully committed, and we're open for business, and people come to our home, and at the end of their day, and all the stress and all the responsibilities they have, the number one thing they have in our home is fun.
Yeah.
Right? And it's
they
because
we laugh a lot.
crazy,
we
right?
talk about poop. How many times are you pooping? What's your color? Bring the kids over. Are they pooping? Put their finger in the machine. Let's go. I mean, this whole thing is a fun factory. Because people are missing fun. They're missing some joy in their life. Right? Do you guys agree? And I love enthusiasm because it is contagious, but it's up to you to get excited. I once had a girlfriend on my team. She said, Renita, I'm not as excited as you, but I'm kind of excited because I just had 4 energy drinks before the tasting party. I'm like, it's great that we have a product for that. So if you're not excited, you better amp up on those drinks. I should say, get EMV'd up on those drinks, right? So that you're fired up and you can go out and you can have some fun at that tasting party, right? And let's everybody stand up and flex like this just because I want you to feel good. Come on, get up and do it. Come on, give me some passion. Say, I'm going diamond. I'm going diamond. I'm going diamond. I'm going diamond. Okay.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
It's okay to get a little crazy. It's okay to have fun, right? It's what we all are longing to be a part of, is a part of the party, part of the fun. We have a lot of responsibilities as adults, don't we, right? The stresses and the responsibilities we have to be successful in ordinary jobs or regular jobs, take its toll. And so, enthusiasm is a great way to just kind of break free from that and have fun. The next picture we have up here, Rocco and Truett are 5 and 7-year-old. We're in Maui, and they had the Monavie Olympics. And so we teamed up with an incredible family, the Steve and Gina Merritt family.
And we were not going to lose.
Right.
We came to win. I said, I didn't come to compete in this Olympics. I came to win. Steve and Gina, do you want to win? They're like, we want to win. I'm like, they're our team.
And
Let's go.
there's something about getting excited with a group of people, right? Energy and passion is contagious, and it creates a bond, right? And so our kids are still talking about the fun that they had with Todd and Angelique Hartog's boys and the Merritt family, and Holly and Corbin Rouse. Corbin giving our son True, a lot of challenges to see if you could do this or that in the pool. And you guys, we just had so much fun, and it really created a bond. And so we try to create that in our own communities as well. Whether it's just getting together and creating community and having lots of fun, because it creates a bond bond that can't be broken even when you come up against objections, right?
And our family is in this business. Like our boys, they've known it for like 7 years, right? And so like we're talking about what color Jeep we're getting, and our 5-year-old Rocco says, Mom, we need to get a black because we're going black diamond. I mean, they know the ranks. They know what we need to achieve it. They get fired up to clean the house twice a week for tasting parties. They're like, they come home from school, Truett does, and he goes, do we need to have a tasting party tonight?
Yeah.
Because all their friends come over. So we've made our family very much part of this opportunity, you guys. Don't feel like it's something you have to do aside from your family. I want to raise up entrepreneurs. How many of you would like to raise up entrepreneurs? Everyone's actually in there on that one, especially with our economy. So that's the Hard Talk boys. They're so cute. Look at that little Rocco. Isn't he sweet and Truett? This is a big deal right here. This is my son, Bo, our son, Bo. He's our 13-year-old, and this kid's incredible in athletics. He broke a national record a couple of years ago in the 400-meter dash. I told Henry Marsh, Henry's going to coach him. But this year he committed his life to Jesus Christ, and he got water baptized. And it was a big deal. And he wears this shirt that says, I have decided, when they got water baptized. And so when Bo was having a bad day about whatever, girls or school or athletics or whatever, I say, Bo, what have you decided? And he said, I've decided to follow Jesus. And I said, what does that mean? He says, I have strength. I'm more than a conqueror. I can do all things through strength. Christ who strengthens me. He starts quoting those things, and I said, you just remember that. So every time you get downtrodden, what have you decided? Have you fully committed to Monavie? Because Monavie, a commitment is not an emotion. Emotions come and go, right? If you guys are here emotionally, you'll be gone by next week. A commitment is, can you imagine if we just committed to our children with our emotions? Like, that kid's being tough to raise, I want to get rid of it, right? I mean, come on. My husband's being a little difficult this week, he's gone, his emotions. But, I mean, really, we cannot base our decisions on our emotions. Like Rex Crain says, don't let your emotions pimp you out, right? Commitment is much more deeper than that. Commitment is a character. It's a character trait. You guys know that? Those that are fully committed, I just believe that God blesses those that are committed. Those that are faithful and do the right thing, you will reap a harvest. And it'll be bigger than you can possibly imagine. And so with commitment, I just think every time you kind of waver, you feel like maybe I can't do it, maybe I can't make that phone call, maybe I don't want to have the tasting party. You know what? I've decided. I've committed. I've decided that I'm doing this business and I'm getting my family financially free. And look at my kids. They haven't been on antibiotics in 7 years because we're so darn healthy and the rest of the kids are all sick. I mean, come on. And you know what? When you align your commitment with your value system, and raise your hand if health is a value for you and your family. Okay? Raise your hand if time freedom is a value for your family. Come on. Raise your hand if financial freedom is a value for your family. Right? So, when you align your commitments to your values, do you know how much easier it is to stay committed? So if you ever feel like wavering, all you gotta say is, you know what? I've decided, I've committed that this juice is so healthy for my family. I've decided that this is the ticket to financial freedom because I've been working at that job for 20 years and never went to Maui. I've decided that I worked my tail off for that boss and he never gave me a free Jeep Wrangler. Right? So you gotta understand that and think to yourself, I am committed for this thing. Like when Scott said to me, Renita, this is not like a 4-month thing or 6-month thing. He says, because I'm more of a sprinter. Can you guys tell in the airport I was sprinting? With the people with the escalator, I said, I think I can beat them. Anyway, we were running, Scott and I were running, we had to with my boots. Anyway, but Scott says, hey, Renita, this is not a sprint. This is going to be a 5 to 7 year wealth building opportunity. And now for us, it's a lifetime wealth building opportunity. We are here to stay. We have